Come back to the door.
Exception to the rough house after the bell has sounded. And now the rest all ahead to prevail. And it's all getting a little bit physical. Steve Burke's playing his role as peacemaker. We've known Tony Bellew.
Come on, Butcher, baby.
Steve Burke divesting of the headman and just ensuring Tony Bellew to keep the cool hand.
Yo, what's good, family? It's your man the YB, back once again with no voice, not even a little bit of a voice, 100%. Anywho, we just saw there Tony the Bellend, the inner city firm, Ipswich city firm, massive, Rise of the Foot Soldier, Pat Tate, and all the other clowns, Bellend, turn up and try and stick it on one of Jermaine Franklin's trainers. Now, the reason Tony Bellend alleges he got moody, he got broody, was because trainers should never approach fighters. Now, most famously, I remember, who was it? Roger Mayweather versus Zab Judah. I'm pretty sure it all kicked off, and I think Roger Mayweather even got a fine. Either way, the bottom line is, there's no rules in this game, especially not when your man, Anthony Joshua, was the one to start the problems. Let's not forget that. Yeah, I'd be backing Tony Bellend if it was Franklin who had hit Anthony Joshua in the back of the head. I'll be the first one saying, yeah man, Tony Bellend, jump in the cut and get busy with it. But guess what? AJ was in the wrong, and therefore Tony Bellend has no right to be trying to be all in the video, especially when, like I said in my last video, this guy here is the same guy who tells you, I don't want to be in the video anymore. I just want to be with my kids' gooks. Yeah? What part of this is just being with your kids' gooks? Yeah? There's nothing kids kooky about it. This is, there's some controversy. Let me see if I can shine. Let me see if I can get my face on the camera. You see them ones there? That's your man's Tony Bellend. Big facts. Now, what I will say is this video was leaked. It's a leaked angle from Carl Froch. As you can see on your screen, Froch on Fighting. Good channel. Either way, it killed me with laughter. When in the background, when Bellend's getting all mardy, and Bellend's getting his mard on, you can hear Carl Froch saying, go on Tony, chin him. It's classic. Let's listen again one more time.
After the bell has sounded, and now the rest
Go on, Tony, chin him. Oh my God, stop it. Yeah, Tony ain't chinning no one apart from David Big Toe, no Angle having, no Achilles having us. Hey, yeah, that's the only person he be KOing. A big buff, useless, light skinned looking Donny, David Hay. That's what it is. Outside of Big Toe, Bellew ain't doing nothing. That's what he ain't doing. Yeah, because guess what? With all due respect, Usyk sent this guy to Mars, and Usyk is not a puncher. To be knocked out by Usyk means you shouldn't be causing no problems with no one. Do you understand? If Usyk knocks you out cold, like you was knocked out, you shouldn't be trying to street fight. Do you understand? You ain't a fight. You ain't a puncher. You ain't a fight. You ain't a granite chin. If Usyk has you on Mars, yeah. If Alexander Usyk can hit you so hard that you end up on a two-way ticket alongside Chris Bambi Jr. on the way to Mars, then that's the only way. Do you understand? That's the only way Tony Bellend should be getting involved. Again, this is not Rise of the Foot Soldier 5, Tony Bellew. Yeah, this is not, my name's Tony Ahmad Bruce Lee. You know what I'm saying? Tony Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Bellew. That's not what this is supposed to be. You're supposed to be on your job. Yeah? If you got a problem, let security handle it. And then, like I said, I wouldn't even mind. I wouldn't even bother doing this video if AJ was the one being done wrong. AJ made a mistake and it went from there. This has nothing to do with Franklin's team. Just think, imagine, yeah, if the bell end was cornering a fighter, yeah, and that fighter got hit in the back of the head at the end of the fight. Who here thinks Tony Bellew is going to sit there and say, oh, well, it's between the fighters, so let's let it slide? Absolutely not. The Bellew will be straight in there, just like Roger Mayweather was, and rightfully so. Yeah? The fighters you train, obviously, become like family. What do you expect? Especially in the UK, what do you expect Franklin to do? Or Franklin's team to do if they're getting fouled? Again, especially when all throughout the fight, AJ was holding, AJ was clinching. I ain't got no time for that. You understand? He was holding, he was clinching. Ain't no one trying to watch that. My point? Well, at the end of the fight was not ultimately the issue. Yeah? The fact that it all kicked off at the end of the fight isn't the bottom line. The bottom line is Franklin was the guy who should be frustrated, not AJ. Franklin wasn't the one clinging on for dear life. So Franklin, in my opinion, was fouled all night. AJ was hugging and clinging all night. And then, guess what? After AJ holding for 12 rounds, he then decides to hit someone in the back of the head. Like, what? Where are they doing that one at? Yeah? Because guess what? Listen, if you want to throw punches to the back of people's heads, you best be willing to throw them to the front of their heads. Who can't? I mean, it's almost childish. Anyone on earth can hit someone in the back of the head. But guess what? Like I said, AJ, he weren't trying to hit. When the fight, during the 12 rounds, your man's AJ, he weren't trying to fight no one. Yeah? And that's the beef I've got. Never mind the bell end trying to get some shine. My beef is, why, when you've got people like Anthony Joshua, big buff dudes, why would you need to jump in and try and save the dude from his own mistakes? Yeah? AJ since said that he was frustrated. Well, listen, if you're frustrated, that's the point. You were meant to get frustrated at round 7. Yeah? Get settled in, 6 rounds in, you felt the guy out, and now it's time to send the goofy dude to Mars. He did not do that. Yeah? AJ was all passive in the ring, same as Usyk too. He was a big side man. And then he lost again, and now he's a side man again. I mean, I think Franklin's a solid dude, but still, there should be levels to this. Now, in all fairness, do I think Usyk stops Frank? I mean, do I think Usyk will stop Jermaine Franklin? Absolutely not. I don't think he's got the power. He will outbox Franklin, but the only man I would bet money on getting that guy out of there would be your man's Joe Joyce. Granite chin, granite hands, and it's going to be a wrap for Franklin. I don't think Fury would stop Franklin. Why? Again, Franklin's skills are pretty solid and his defense is tight. he ain't going to be getting lit up, in my opinion, by anyone but Joe Joyce. Why Joe Joyce? Joe Joyce is too big, he's too strong, bottom line. And he has a jab sent from the gods. That jab, somehow, some way, people say it's slow. Listen, the slow horse wins the race. Do you understand? So for me, by end of the line, end of the day, Tony, you are not part of the inner city family or whatever the ICF is. Yeah, again, you are not Pat Tate and you are not an Essex boy in that sense. You're not this big gangster who's going to do something about this, that, the other. Listen, if Tony Bellew was going to do something, he could have done it. Don't give me the whole hold me back rubbish. The Bellew could have got straight in there. How many times have we seen Tony Bellew in the ring with AJ at the end of the fight celebrating? Many times. He's been in there. Oops. Anyway. The bottom line is, the Bellew does what the Bellew does. Yeah, just be a big Bellew looking ass. Trying to be all in the videos. Yeah, Tony Puff Daddy Bellew. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell, 100% confirmed.